How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to some more Animal Crossing Welcome Luxury. Let's see what I got in the mail to start today. Barreled? So, based off the 3 words that I said, he decided to give me a gift, so I'm not expecting much, but maybe it'll be a painting. It's an illusion wall, which is still fairly nice, and I see that the grass is starting to switch colors, which is nice. Nice little fall theme going. Nope. And the reason for that is because if you wanted to come over, you should come over now, not say, can I come over later? Because later, I'm not going to be playing. And see, he's still trying to go. Oh, okay. Didn't know what he was doing there. Looked a little suspicious. I'm really hoping that one of these days I eventually get another badge. Because it's been a hot minute, and I always like seeing Phineas come. Because he always gives me fancy stuff. But I think what would have been cool if you had like a little sash and it displayed on your villager, and you can just show off all your badges rather than having to go to the town pass card. But you know, it is what it is, and perhaps it is too late in the game's lifespan to do that. Unless a modder can do that somehow, which I don't think it'd be that difficult. Although, if you really wanted to, you could just make a custom design, put your badges on there, best you could. Or, there's probably other fancy ways to go about doing that sort of thing. So, who knows, maybe someone will make like a little Scoutmaster mod or something, and then it displays all your badges. Well, I can't remember. Is there some sort of... There's a common butterfly. One I've been looking for forever. Okay, I missed it. There we go. Isn't there a troop shirt or something? I can't remember. Honestly, there is like a scout leader, something along those lines. I don't know. But it feels like it'd be something that's in Animal Crossing. Don't see any fish down there. Still looking for those salmon. But I do still have quite a few days left. Oh, it's a butterfly there. Okay. So let's go find Maple before I forget that. Which house is... There we go. Okay, so Maple's down there. Now, the question is going to be whether or not she's actually home. And no, she's not. She's right there. Well, that's cool. New public work projects are always exciting. But I would prefer the cafe. Because I think that is something that's... Does it come from a villager? I want to say it does, but maybe not. Looks great. It doesn't actually look great, it looks ugly. Let's see what Winnie has to say. I suppose that if Winnie really wanted to, she could come to the island with me. We can go to Club Tortimer. But I don't think that's in the cards. What are you doing there, Barreled? Why is he... See? Something's up with Barreled. He was like plotting to kill Chatter. I don't know. Some of my villagers are just getting a little too strange for my taste. Let's see if this is the pitfall or if it's the fossil. It's the pitfall. Okay. Alright. Let me see if the... Oh, there's a fossil here. Okay. And then still missing one. As for where that might be, possibly by Winnie's house. Let me go look. Oh no, it's just right here. That was easy. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go to retail quick. Right, do I have a lot to sell? No, I don't. I gotta put a lot of this stuff in my storage. So I'll do that first, and then I'll make my way to, I guess, the museum, because I don't really need to sell anything at retail at the moment. I could sell stuff, but I don't want to. I like keeping most of the Nintendo stuff, and the tea thing is just gonna go to Nooks. The little Nooklings. So I'm trying to do my best not to hoard as much this time around, which is not the easiest thing in the world, but I think I'm maybe doing a fairly decent job at it, considering my house has been in worse shape than this before. Maybe not specifically this game, but there have been other games where I've hoarded way too much, and it's been a little horrendous. Okay, so I don't see waterfall fish there. And I don't see any. No, it's not. It's too small. Guess we'll check for a salmon again. Yeah. It's weird. I don't think I've seen very many fish down there. I think I saw one of my previous videos I did for the game. But other than that, they're just not really spawning. What's going on there, Winnie? Well, it is really tough. There's no fish in the pond. Although, who knows? Maybe they can see some sort of fish that we can't see. I don't know. Might be the case, though. Put that away so the little animation here is slightly faster. And I still need to get that artwork. Now, whether or not that'll actually happen, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to net me quite a bit of money, which hopefully will not overfill my pockets. Okay. Next up, head to Nook Store, see what's all in stock, check the fortune cookies, and then buy stuff from the gardening shop. And then I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling Eagle Sisters today. Although I still do need the mannequin. Maybe I'll check. Oh, a fireplace. How many spaces do I have? 4 spaces. No. I'm just gonna buy everything like I used to. But I'm gonna save the fireplace, because I actually want to keep that. And I can't remember if I have a fireplace or not. Although I do know I purchased this before. Okay. So now, get to selling all this stuff. So that. No, not that. Okay. So I do have excess bells, which is a little bit irritating, because it does take away one item slot, and I am getting all my money back, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Although, it is an inconvenience for always having my pockets full. Can't remember if I've gotten the stone tile or the stone walling, so I'm just going to purchase it. And let's see if I can get the, yeah, I can get the paper. And I know it would be easier to get, like, a badge just by sending letters out continuously. I mean, you could get the gold, letter badge probably under an hour if you really wanted to. You just gotta keep mailing letters over and over, but I don't think I really want to do that. Although my villagers probably would like a letter every now and then. Unfortunately, I don't want to. I feel they're not exactly deserving of letters at the moment. Some of them are, like Maple and Winnie, they're okay. Babara, or however you say her name, I'm just gonna call her Bao from now on. She's okay. Just okay. And I don't know about the rest of those guys. They all seem like they're out to get me or something. And the way that Barreled was chasing after Chatter earlier makes me think there's something going on between those two. I think that's a Metroid-related item, or what's her name? Samus, part of her outfit. And another pipe. This is the one I just got the other day. Now, I think I'm gonna have to give the fortune to him. I don't think you can sell it at retail, as it's just a ticket. Now, I remember when I was younger and playing Animal Crossing, I would usually just end up shaking my 3DS with my hand to get the play coins instead of walking around. Which, looking back, I don't know, I feel that's probably not the best thing for the actual system itself. Shaking it around aggressively to get those coins, which I remember seeing in YouTube videos how to cheat this system, and I'm like, you could just walk. So I don't know, I was a strange kid back then. Probably a little bit strange now, but I guess more so lazy back then. Probably a better word for it. Oh, nice. I had no idea that you got the silver watering can that way. Or maybe I did at some point, but I thought you only got the gold stuff from here. So that's pretty nice to have. Because it'll mean watering goes by a bit faster. At least it should. If I actually opt for watering, which I think we all know I don't do very frequently. That ugly shirt up there is the same one Maple had. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna purchase this. No, not the... Well, actually... No. So that's a very ugly shirt. No, I'm not going to Kicks today, because I don't have the spot for it. And plus, I just kind of don't want to go over there. I'll buy this. Gosh, stop talking. Alright. Now. Allow me to demonstrate, after I go to retail, what exactly the silver watering can allows. Although I should probably check the fish first. And plant some stuff. So, for flowers, red tulip bag, red pansy bag. Pansy. No, these aren't pansies. This is a pansy. And then tulips. I guess I'll just put it right here. Alright, now. Allow me to demonstrate how this works. So let's find this nice little flower-filled area. Okay, I don't really have anything that's full in every spot, but I feel this should probably do the trick. So, you see there? You see there? Not a whole lot happened. But the current one I'm standing on, and then the three in front of me, all get watered. Now, as for why that didn't work when I was standing here, I don't know. That's why I had to turn around. But if we try it again here, I guess you can't see the water underneath. Where is it? Okay, this spot. See? It's pretty fancy, isn't it? And it is 3 more spots than you can normally, so it does speed up the watering process a bit faster. Unless you're me, and then always get confused on where the water is actually going to go. But if you're not me, you'll probably figure out how it works right away, and things will go Gucci. And it does still do that little lock-on thing, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But let me see. Does it water next to you at all? Nope. Okay, so it's only this spot, this spot, this spot, and this spot. So 4 tiles. I could have sworn it did more, but maybe I'm just thinking of the, whatchamacallit, gold watering can. Why the Sam hell are all those fish? But now if I choose to water, I can do it so much faster. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Let me goggle this before I start feeding false information. Alright, so silver watering can new leaf. We're gonna get this accurate. Actual factual. Okay, nobody's done that little GameFAQs thing where it shows like the X and then how many X's. Silver watering can. Okay, that's not very helpful. Hang on. Alright. Let's do some myth busting. See just how exactly this works. Alright. Oh, so it's 3. Oh. So it's a little 5 spacer then. So 1, 2. So the one you're standing on, right? I didn't see. Yeah, okay. So the one you're standing on, and then 4 in front of you. That's pretty cool. Just kind of watering at random. But that is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Will possibly motivate me maybe to start watering a bit more. Which I guess I already did a bit more today, so I've already made some progress on watering. Now it's just whether or not I'm actually going to continue to make progress there. No, I did not mean to do that. Also, are villagers able to buy your stuff while you're not playing? Or do you have to come into the store and then get them to buy it? Because I've never... don't want to sell that. I've never checked that out. You want this mint? You can have it. Yeah, to the internet. That's right. Now, I'm very curious, and if anyone knows the answer to this, let me know. What is the maximum that you can set an item to that a villager will still purchase it for? Because I know that you can set it to 999,000. 99,000. But I don't think they'll buy it. No, they won't buy it for that, because I remember I used to set my furniture all that price, and they'd be like, oh, that's a little too steep for me. And I was like, what the Sam Hill? You guys are rich. You guys never spend money on anything. I'm always the one spending all the big bucks trying to get the public work projects going. So, it's like, what do they spend their money on? Because they're not paying off loans or anything. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of underground organization going on with my villagers that I don't know about. If anyone does know, let me know, because I'm very curious to know about like what all happens with my villagers when I'm not around. Although I do theorize that everyone in this town is possibly a serial killer, which... What are you doing, Winnie? Gosh, she's... See, something's going on. They must hear me, like, talking about them, and then like, oh, he's on to us. So one of these days, I'm gonna wake up, try playing Animal Crossing, my save's gonna be deleted, because my villagers ended up opting me out or something. And by that, I mean they probably mailed me off to a different town, because they're like, this guy sucks. Well, if I've done so much for them, I don't know why they would hate me. Oh, there's Camel Frog. But you never know with my villagers. I mean, there's definitely something going on here that I'm not aware of. I don't know what it is, but it is something. Like, look at the way Camel Frog's just looking at me. I don't know. Something just does not feel quite right about some of my villagers. I don't exactly know who's on my side, who's not. But for the time being, I think it's safe to say that I'm kind of on my own in all this. They might be having a war against each other. I don't know, I just don't like the way that they hold up shovels at each other and like try and nut each other. I don't know. I just don't know. But I do know that I can water more flowers now. Oh, stop locking on. It is so nice once you get the watering can upgrades, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not really one for watering a whole lot. And in New Horizons, I just used the hybrid islands back when those were a thing. And then I'm pretty sure Nintendo removed them for some reason. Even though they're just hybrid islands, like, why would you remove that? Don't know. But Nintendo makes some really, really strange choices at times. Okay. I'm gonna put these, however you say the name, pants in my house. And then I think I'm just gonna head over to Shrunk. And I gotta put a little closet in this first room so I don't have to keep on going to the balloon room. I haven't decided what I want to do for the main room. Maybe the Gracie furniture, maybe something else. Nope, don't want to do that. I'll check for the fish one more time, see if I can get a salmon, a char, something. I think I still need a pike. Don't remember. I think that's what I'm missing, though. And then, I guess, yeah, Shrunk is pretty much all I really want to do for today. Although, maybe I could get some new tile under my house. So maybe I'll check out Nook's store. It is too small to be anything. You know, maybe I'm just not looking at the right time for the, whatchamacallit, the pike, or whatever it is. Whichever one I'm missing. But no salmon either. That's interesting. Let's see if, was it Booker? I think that's his name. We'll find out. Maybe this is Copper. It is Booker, okay. See if this is sloppy or just what I left in here. No. Also, I like that there's jail bars on here, even though it's only lost and found. Perhaps a little humorous. But still no badges yet, so maybe one of these next few days, although I'm surprised I'm not getting the gardening badge. Do I already have that one? Let me look. No, so that's really weird. Although maybe it is like 100 things you have to plant. And I guess I haven't done it all 33 days, so yeah, I guess that makes sense then. But go check out Nook Holmes, see if there's anything interesting there. Because I'm not paying off anything today. Probably could with the stuff in my bank account, but I don't really want to. Because I don't want to. Okay. These are all kind of ugly choices, so I'm just gonna get out of here. And then we'll end the video off with one of Shrunk's very, very humorous jokes. That are sometimes so funny that we all forget to laugh. Also, does anyone else have a habit of keeping all their original tools, like their non-silver, non-gold, just for the memories? I did that with, I want to say City Folk. And then my original Leaf, I think I forgot about it. Just sold the original stuff. And then with New Horizons, you can't really do that because gold tools break and it's, I don't know, it doesn't have the same feel. But I think I'm going to end the commentary off for this video. Let you guys just absorb Shrunk's humor. So I want to thank you all for watching and hope you have a good rest of your day.